Peace, family. It is 2:20 in the morning, and in a couple of hours it's going to be the new moon in Gemini. So I don't know about you guys, but this eclipse new moon energy has me super energized. 2 o'clock in the morning, witching hours, okay? And obviously, by the number of people that's tuned into this live, I see that I am not alone. Okay, listen. Who else in here has been feeling this intense energy? I'm talking about lucid dreaming, astral projecting, having visions in the middle of the day. I am just like, whoa. Peace to the family in the building. Thank you, everybody who is supporting the content with the badge. I appreciate you. Wow, 222. Definitely some loving vibes in the air. This is Venus in Cancer, so a lot of you guys are. This is the perfect time to find the love of your life. This is the perfect time to manifest romance and love into your life. Listen, it's a new moon. You better start planting the seeds to manifest your divine masculine or your divine feminine in your life. Okay? This is the time where you want to manifest your true love. Your true love is yourself, but you need a partner in life to help you through this crazy journey that we're about to embark on. A new chapter, a new paradigm, a new realm, a new dimension that we are stepping into. As you guys already know, in the year 2012, they said that we shifted into a new dimension, a new timeline, and that's why we were experiencing a lot of Mandela effects. If you don't know what a Mandela effect is, I would highly suggest you look it up, research it, and then you'll understand. Okay? But I wanted to check in, one, because I'm up right now. And two, I wanted to see how you guys are feeling. I know that a lot of you are empaths and spiritualists and super sensitive to the energies around you, just like myself. And sometimes it's just nice to have somebody check in on us and see how we're doing. I'm pretty sure you guys are used to everybody else calling you with their problems and dumping all of their emotional garbage onto you. But, Big Mama Cancer here wants to check in on the family and make sure that all of y'all are good. Checking in on my babies. So yes, Venus in Cancer, time to spend time with loved ones, check in on your moms, and if you don't have a mom or not connected with your mom for whatever reason, if your mom transcended, then connect with the mothers in the spiritual realm. This is a great time to connect to the maternal bloodline, your ancestry, and tune into that maternal energy. Okay? Child of Conjure Queen, you already know, booby. You get all the hugs you want. Regina, I am sending you love. Everybody in here, I am sending you love. I am giving everybody in here a big hug. I want you just to close your eyes for a moment and imagine me giving you a nice warm embrace. Okay, I am playing mommy right now. I am warming you up some tea, rubbing your back, telling you everything's gonna be okay, giving you some nice home-baked cookies. Okay, who doesn't want cookies? Yes. Listen, if you guys have not already checked out my blog, I put out a blog that was talking about all of the signs, symptoms, and effects that many people are experiencing right now because of this eclipse, because of this new moon. Okay? A lot of us been feeling this energy shift way back in, a couple of weeks ago with the full moon, the lunar eclipse, that super blood moon. What? I'm telling you that between the full moon and this eclipse here, the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, I always tell people, take it easy on yourself. Be calm. Lots of rest, lots of relaxation, lots of reflecting. Okay? This is the perfect time to do the shadow work. Mercury is retrograde right now too. So y'all already know. I was trying to do a video the other day and my words were all scrambled up. Y'all know me. Usually the words just flow naturally. But Mercury retrograde was like, nah. Even right now, you hear me? Mercury retrograde was like, nope. You need to just take some time away, stop talking, shut up, and just go within. Okay? Spirit be telling me sometimes, Spirit be like, girl, you talk too much, shut up. Just listen to what we got to say. And you know what? I noticed too, family. A lot of the times we go to our ancestor altar. We go to our spirit guides. And we always go to them when we got problems, when we want things. But when do you actually just go to your altar and just shut up and listen? Just shut up and listen and receive. Be in that feminine space of receiving. Stop being in your masculine energy all the time, projecting. Okay? Rest and receive and see what the divine spirit has for you. A lot of you are channelers, but you don't know how to receive divine message because you're too busy talking. You're too busy thinking. You're too busy projecting. Somebody in here said that they are emotionally eating. Listen, Lady Dimples, you are not by yourself. Okay? You are not by yourself because I am an emotional eater as well. And a lot of the times when I catch myself about to binge eat, I go, okay, you know what? Let me go dance. Let me go write. Let me go draw. Let me do some painting. Let me go for a nice walk. You know, I try to find something productive to do because honestly, emotional eating can be dangerous. And once in a while, it's okay to indulge in our vices. I'm not going to sit here and try to make you think that you have to be perfect along this journey. No. Listen, if you want the chocolate cake, eat the cake, girl. Okay? Eat the cake, anime. It ain't going to hurt you. Be easy on yourself. Everybody is up right now. Yes. I have my period and I'm chubby, so emotionally eating 2 weeks out of every month. Candy Flowers, speaking of period, hold on. Let me ask the ladies a question, right? Has anybody else's cycle been crazy between these eclipses? People have been telling me that they've gotten their cycle twice in a month. Some people got their cycles 3 times. Some people had their cycles this whole entire month between the full moon and the new moon. Okay? And it's a different type of bleeding. We all grown here, okay? Some people's period came down extra early. Some came late. You know what I'm saying? Some people having invisible periods where they're cramping and having all of the symptoms but seeing no blood. And at first, y'all know, I thought that this was, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, everybody around me is having these weird cycles. And you know how it is with women. You know, you go around a woman who is on her moon flow, and next thing you know, you're on your moon flow. It's kind of like contagious. You know, we all synchronize together. And, you know, that's not by coincidence, y'all, because our ancestors used to do that. Whenever women would be on their cycle, a whole entire village of women would be on their cycles together. They would synchronize with the moon. That's how in tune we were with nature. And we used to have our own moon lodges. The women would go down into their moon huts, and they would just sit in there, meditate, talk, have girl time while they were on their flow for the few days that they were bleeding. We never bled for 7 days. We only used to bleed for like, what, a few days? 3 days tops? Okay. It's some really weird things going on. And as I was saying, I thought that this had something to do with that jab, because I noticed a lot of ladies been telling me since they've been coming around people who got the jab, or since they got the jab, they noticed that their cycle has been irregular. But if you want to regulate your cycle, you can take black cohosh. Black cohosh as an herb. Make sure that you don't have any type of allergies. I won't advise taking black cohosh if you are pregnant, okay, or breastfeeding. But if you're not pregnant or breastfeeding, then you should take black cohosh to regulate your cycle and your hormones. And black cohosh also makes you thick in all the right places, if you know what I mean, ladies. Okay, it helps fill out your curves. Speaking from experience. Okay, and I got a nice little junk in my trunk. Not to toot my own horn, but you know. Y'all ain't got to get all of them booty shots and stuff. You can just go right to Mother Nature and drink some herbal tea, and your booty will be nice, right, and tight. Okay? I'm going to have to start putting y'all onto these herbs, man. They got some herbs that will have your yoni zip tight. Okay? Ziploc fresh. After you have your baby and all of that, get your yoni nice and tightened. The herbs, gal, the herbs. And Shika, am I an astrologist? I study astrology. I definitely love astrology. So what questions do you guys have for me? I feel like answering some questions for a little bit. Oh yes, raspberry herb is excellent for your womb. Aborigine. What's a good herb for losing weight? Senna herb. But I'm being funny, low key. If you take senna leaf, just know that you will be excrementing your life away. Literally. Okay? And take that herb and you'll be 10 pounds lighter in a few days. Congratulations, King Ken. You have a baby girl that is a Gemini. You're going to have a handful, buddy. Gemini children are Very, very mischievous little tricksters. Double trouble in one child. Oh, I can't wait for Cancer season either, Fifi girl Wanda. Shout out to the Cancers in the building. Well, shout out to the Geminis too. Happy birthday. There's any Geminis in here? Happy birthday to the Geminis. You know what was crazy? She said she got Gemini twins. That's wild. And that, you know what the crazy thing is? I know a couple of Geminis that have twins. That cannot be coincidence. Okay. So how are you guys feeling? Let's talk about that. How are you guys feeling with this new moon eclipse energy? Like in my blog, I've talked about people feeling kind of like disoriented, like you're in a dream. A lot of people have been feeling like, you know, that moment when you just wake up and you still feel like you sleeping, you half sleep, half wake. It's like you stepped into a different dimension. You're in between worlds, the dream world and then the waking world. Yes, Dreamy Yemaya says she's been feeling emotional. Yes, emotions will come to the forefront, especially if you've been suppressing your feelings. If you're the type of person that put your feelings and emotions on a back burner and you try in order to go through life or for work purposes, for family purposes, or maybe you just don't like to show that vulnerable side of yourself, you're going to feel that 10 times more during this eclipse season. I'm letting you know that right now. And ladies, understand, it is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to be sensitive. And I know as a black woman in the community, we are taught since little girls to be like boys, that we have to be tough, that we can't show weakness, that we have to be strong, that we're not supposed to show our kinks. But the truth of the matter is we do so much for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. And it's okay to break down. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to cry, and it's okay to let people know I need help. I am overwhelmed. I cannot do this by myself. It is okay. And as I am stepping more into my femininity, I am learning that vulnerability, being soft, being gentle, being okay and safe, feeling safe enough to cry in front of others is fine. And I understand if you have like a Capricorn moon or something like that, strong Capricorn energy, listen, I know that it's tough being emotional. Capricorns, they feel like they always have to have it together. I'm a Capricorn moon, so trust me, I know. Okay, Capricorns, it's okay. We're having a human experience, especially if you are in the vessel of a woman, right? Having a womb, having a yoni, carrying all these extra emotions inside of you, whether you're going through your moon flow, whether you're carrying a star child inside of you, whatever it may be, you are an emotional creature, and that is okay. The more emotional you are, the more powerful you are. And I always say this in my YouTube videos. I always tell people it's okay to be emotional, because what are emotions? Emotions is energy in motion. And the more emotions you have, the more energy you have. And energy can be transmuted, right? The more magical you are, because that's all that magic is. Magic is energy. It's not good, it's not bad. It really depends on the intention you put behind it. That's why some people can speak things into existence. Some people don't have to burn candles and do all of these rituals. All they have to do is focus on that one thing that they want and they manifest it. Some people are so powerful, all they have to do is speak things and they happen. That's why you have to be very careful when you're angry of what you say. Because a lot of the times when you speak out of anger, being a very emotional person, you can curse somebody unintentionally. And a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about because you've probably seen it happen. How many of y'all ever been angry at somebody, putting that negative energy towards them? Maybe not intentionally, but just if you have a person in your mind's eye and you're angry and you're directing all of that emotional energy. Remember, you're directing that form of energy towards that person. Something may happen to them. They may get sick. They may get into an accident. They may lose their job. Something will happen to them. And the next thing you know, you'll be like, damn, I did that? So you have to be very conscious of your thoughts. This is why the Buddhists and the monks would meditate in the temples, because they know that they're powerful, and so they had to learn how to get their anger under control. The most serene and tranquil monk and spiritualist was once a hot-headed, crazy gangster at one time. I know a lot of y'all probably relate. Before you stepped into the spiritual purpose and the spiritual path, you probably was really ratchet and crazy and just like a ticking time bomb. Okay? Because I know my temper. What? Can't nobody tell me nothing before. I don't want to hear it. Super defensive, super hostile, super argumentative, strongly in my masculine energy. And then I realized that that particular way of life wasn't bringing me the fruit that I really wanted for myself. Always being angry. Anger is not a bad thing. I think that anger is good. Anger can be channeled to do very productive things. But that's the thing. You have to learn how to channel your anger constructively instead of destructively, ruining yourself. Yes, 11 Dark Luna says, I choose peace now. Powerful statement. I choose peace. You choose the emotion that you wish to embody. Every day we make a choice. The more control you get on your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, the more powerful you become, and you become more in control of your reality instead of allowing your emotions to control you. Whenever I find myself getting caught up in emotions, you know what I do? I tell myself, this is my mantra, okay? I control my emotions. My emotions do not control me. I control my emotions. My emotions do not control me. And honestly, when you at the brink of cursing somebody out or you about to snap, that's when I say my mantra, okay? That's like my anger management 101, baby. I control my emotions. My emotions do not control me. You don't understand how many people avoided getting slapped because of that mantra. That mantra saved so many lives. Okay? It saved so many people from getting tasered, cut, shot, beat down. I'm telling you right now, that mantra will help you out. You're welcome. I don't think I'm going to save this live. I think that this is just an impromptu live. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. It's what from YouTube? I'm surprised I ain't got no questions. That's good. Oh, Meezy, what's that mantra? I'm in control of my emotions. My emotions do not control me. I'm in control of my emotions. My emotions do not control me. That is my mantra. A lot of y'all are up right now. What are y'all doing? I hope you guys are. I want you guys to set your intentions, because whatever intentions you set right now will set the tone for the next 6 months. Okay? Yes, thank you for dropping that, frankly, my dear. Frankly, my dear. How do you stay consistent? Hold on. Ultra says, how do you stay consistent with getting closer to yourself? Oh, excellent question. Well, first of all, consistency means to continually do the same thing over and over again. You have to make it a ritual to connect to yourself. Just like we have a ritual of getting up in the morning, taking a shower, brushing our teeth, and taking care of your hygiene, you need to find a way in your schedule where you constantly remind yourself to connect with you. So whether that's in the morning, saying something to yourself in the mirror when you're brushing your teeth, or when dolling yourself up, doing your hair, about to go out, say something kind to yourself like, I am beautiful, I love myself, I am worthy, I am good enough, today is my day. Like, say positive things to yourself every day. And it only takes a few seconds just to do that. You know, these dreams have been lucid, baby. Why are we up right now? Crazy Daisy. We all up right now because we are in tune with the energies. This is the time when everybody is asleep. They say that this is the time where geniuses are at their prime, when artists are at their prime, when entrepreneurs are up, like writing down their next $1 billion idea. People who were born during the wee hours or witching hours tend to be very, very astute, very intelligent, very creative people. So if you find yourself always active at this time, then you probably fall into those categories. Especially introverts, I feel like my mind is more clear at night when everybody's asleep, when all the noise is silence. How about if you haven't dreamt in a while? Mars Tube, do you smoke ganja? If you smoke ganja, it can definitely impact your dreams. Even having like cannabis oil, edibles, it will inhibit your dreams. So if you be messing with Mary Jane, then you might have to give her a little break to get your third eye right, so that way you can connect to the dream world. And honestly, the weed that they have nowadays is not really the same weed that they had back in the day. A lot of it is like, it's genetically modified. And I don't have nothing against, weed smokers. I definitely feel like weed can also take you to higher consciousness as well. Because I told y'all about that out-of-body experience I had with that edible, right? Oh, I got to put y'all onto my edible connect. Yo. His edibles be crazy. I literally had an out-of-body experience, and so my whole life flashed before my eyes. I saw the moment of me being born to my freaking death. I'm telling you. It was crazy. Yes, Regina says smoke some mugwort. You know what? Adding a little bit of mugwort and rose and damiana, like a smoke blend with your ganja, is amazing. Y'all need to just stop smoking weed by itself. Just, try it out and let me know how you guys like it. Mix a little bit of rose buds with some damiana and mugwort with your ganja? What? Oh, yes. It's going to take you on a nice little high. Mm-hmm. You know what? We're not even going to get into that. You said somebody, I'm not even going to say no names, but said that people who be up during this time. Oh, wait, where's this thing going? People who be up during this time have worms? I mean, I'm just going to leave that alone. Worms can keep you up at night. I'm not denying that, but I mean, to say everybody who's up at this time have worms, I mean, let's be honest, who don't have worms? I mean, you could have worms being a vegetarian or vegan because there's parasites and stuff in plants and herbs and certain fruits and vegetables. Like, you can have it eating meat, like, honestly, I don't want to get into that. That's a whole nother conversation. But I'm not discrediting what he's saying, but I'm not going to sit here and say that we're up right now because we got worms having a party turning up in our belly right now. Like, if they are, then goddamn it, we probably all need to detox anyway. We were supposed to be detoxing before the new moon, but, it's never too late. But anyway, we up right now. I should have been putting some party music on right now. We could just be chilling, grab some wine or some roots tonic, with some chocolate. I've just been craving chocolate, man. You know what I think? I think like during this time, like, ladies, like, have your magnesium levels up, like your potassium, your magnesium, like eat your chocolates, avocado, bananas, because the energy. It's always earthquakes with the eclipses, and that's not by coincidence either, Jasmine. It's not by coincidence. There's like, we gotta realize, God, I don't want to get too deep into this, but we live in a matrix. We live in a artificial reality. This world that we live in is not real. The only thing that's real is your consciousness, your energy, who you are at your soul core, right? Your physical body is just a space suit for you to operate in this physical plane. We are living in a cycle. This world is literally cyclical. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie The Hunger Games, but there was a particular part in the movie where they was in some type of a dome, and the dome was mechanical, where it would rain at a certain time. It would the sun would come out at a certain time. It was literally, the world that they lived in was run by a clock. And we got to realize that we live in a mechanical society. Everything that we do is run by time, a 24-hour system. The sun goes up, sun goes down. We have the 4 cyclical seasons, right? Everything is cyclical. And even when it comes to history, everything happens in cycles. History repeats itself, right? Y'all see my last post on my IG, right? Where I talked about segregation back in the 1920s, segregation now. But just, it's a different theme, different concept. And I know a lot of people was in their feelings talking about, oh, it's not the same thing, but people miss the point. I wasn't trying to say, oh, it's the same exact thing. I'm saying that we have to realize that divide and conquer is being repeated to us, and we keep falling for the same okie doke. This earth ain't what you think it is. Exactly, young subby. It's not. People, and this is what we have to remember. We get so caught up on this video game, on this simulated reality, and we forget, like, yo, like, your avatar is just a sim. If you guys never played the Sims game, you need to check it out. Literally, you are embodying your avatar. Your true self is somewhere outside looking in like a video game, playing with the controller in your hand, and you're making commandments for your sim to do certain actions. You get me? Yes, like the Truman Show. See, this is why I love y'all, because we be on the same frequency. We all be in sync on the same vibe. Yes, simulation theory, young black beast. Yes. I love y'all. Y'all so studious. Oh my God. I'm so proud. Mama Bear is so proud. We are not, Daisy, you want to stir that pot? We are not about to get into flat earth theory. We are not doing it. This is my answer to you. Whether the earth is round or flat, how does that affect your consciousness? Does that affect your consciousness, your spiritual path, your journey? Isn't that external? If you want the world to be flat, then it'll be flat in your reality. If you want it to be round, it'll be round. Let me tell you this, okay? Do you think that third dimensional reality is good or bad? Or do you feel like third dimensional reality is neither good nor bad because those are human constructs, and that it is just is, and that is put in place for us to advance? Think about it this way. Earth, if life is a video game, Earth would be probably the hardest level that you can ever go through. But you're here because your soul wanted this upgrade. Your soul knew that you can take on this challenge. Whenever you play a video game, shout out to my gamers in the building, right? You turn on the game and it gives you an option. How would you like to play this game? Easy, normal, hard, very hard, extremely hard, right? Something like that. So you get to choose the difficulty level that you want to operate in that game. So think about Earth probably being the highest tier of difficulty. And the only reason why you're here is because you knew that this wouldn't be a piece of cake. You didn't want the easy stuff. You're like, man, I did all those other planets and dimensions and realities. That was easy for me. I want a challenge. Give me the extremely difficult. I'll take that. And now you're here in this ghetto planet. But you chose to be here. Never forget that. You know what? I am going to save this live because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And honestly, I know a lot of y'all want to do your manifestations. It's about to be officially the new moon around 6 a.m. Forgot the exact time. I'm Eastern time, so you have to Google it yourself and find out what time the new moon is going to kick in. But either way, we all feel in the energies of it. It doesn't have to be exactly on the dot that you start your rituals. I will say, if you haven't already, check out my blog. I wrote down some tips on how to maneuver and utilize this energy that the eclipse is bringing. I'm going to do a little bit of meditation. I know some of you guys are going to do some meditation and journaling, painting, music. So I'm going to let you go ahead. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody who donated and purchasing the badges. You know, wonderful answering questions and building with you guys. But, if you're watching this after the live, feel free to, comment, share, and check out my YouTube channel, Conjure Queen, if you haven't already. But I love you. Happy new moon. Happy solar eclipse. May all your manifestations come into fruition, bringing you lots of blessings, love, joy, and stepping into this wonderful new chapter in your life. You can do this. You got this. This is destiny. Everything's going to work out in your favor. I will it so it shall be. Ashe, ashe, so mote it be. All right, family, I love you. Have a good night. Happy manifesting. Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.